This is a video for Math 1087, page 34, and we're still solving for x. So your first step is to simplify the problem as much as you can, and you want to get rid of your fractions. So I'm going to do number 18. This is 1/6 x plus 27 equals 28. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take this 27 and I'm going to move it to the other side. Remember, when you move something from one side of the equal sign to the other side, you do the opposite operation. Since this is a positive 27, I'm going to subtract it from both sides. So minus 27, minus 27. So I'm bringing this 1/6 down. I'll have 1/6 x. So positive 27 minus 27 is 0, so those go away. And then 28 minus 27 is 1. Now I still need to get rid of this fraction. So this is 1 divided by 6. So to do the opposite operation, I'm going to multiply, and I'm going to multiply both sides by my denominator. My denominator is 6. So 6 divided by 6 is 1, leaving me with 1x on this side, or just x, equals 1 times 6 is 6. Okay, so to check your problem to see if you got the right answer, you just plug in 6 for x. So you have 1 over 6 x, and that's minus 27 equals 28. So 1/6 times 6 minus 27 equals 28. That's supposed to be a plus 27. That was the original problem. So those cancel, because 1/6 times 6 is going to be 1, plus 27 equals 28. 1 plus 27 is 28. 28 plus is equal to 28. All right, so let's move on to number 20. Again, you want to simplify your problem as much as you can. And the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take this mixed number and I'm going to convert it to an improper fraction. So I have x minus. So to convert that to an improper fraction, you take 7 times 2, which is 14. 7 times 2 equals 14. And then 14 plus 5. So 14 plus 5. And that gives me 19. So 19 over 7 equals 2 over 3. All right, so now I need to get rid of my fraction. And I have a fraction on both sides of the equal sign, so I'm just going to multiply both sides by the greatest common factor. So my denominators are 7 and 3. So what is your greatest common factor between 7 and 3? And I hope that you said 21. All right, so 21 times x is 21x. Keep my minus sign. 7 goes into 21 how many times? 7 goes into 7 one time. 7 goes into 21 3 times. Now this is 3 times 19. So I'm going to have to come over here and do that because I don't know what that is. So 3 times 9 is 27. 3 times 1 is 3. Plus 2 is 5. So 57 equals 3 goes into 3 one time. 3 goes into 21 7 times. And 2 times 7 is 14. Okay, so if you don't know how I got that, you need to pause the video and rewind a little bit to rewatch that to see how we got to this. All right, so now I'm going to try to isolate my x. So I have a negative 57 here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add it to both sides. Okay, I'm going to bring down my 21x. Negative 57 minus or plus 57 is 1. I mean, it's 0, sorry. And then 14 plus 57 is it 71? 4 plus 7 is 11. 5 plus 1 is 6, plus 1 is 7. All right. So now I'm going to divide both sides by 21. All right, so now we have to see what is 71 divided by 21. I don't have a calculator or the score key, so I got to do it by hand. So how many times does 21 go into 71? So I'm going to say 3 times. 3 times 1 is 3. 3 times 2 is 6. 71 minus 63. So 3 and 8 over 21. So x is going to equal 3 and 8 over 21. Again, you can take this and substitute it back in for everywhere that you see x to see if you came up with the right answer. Okay, so let's move on down to number 22. And we have x plus 2 over 3 equals 5 over 6. So again, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to try to get rid of my fraction here. So what is my greatest common factor between my denominators 3 and 6? The answer is 6. So I'm going to multiply everything by 6. All right, so 6 times x is 6x. 3 goes into 3 one time. 3 goes into 6 two times. So 2 times 2 is 4, and I bring down my positive sign. And 6 goes into 6 once, leaving me with the 5 on this side. Okay, so the next thing to do is to isolate x. So I'm going to subtract 4. 6x equals 5 minus 4 is 1. And then divide. And x is going to equal 1 over 6. Okay, so we'll move down to number 24. So try to work this one out on your own. And noticing that you have a mixed number here and a mixed number here, you want to go ahead and change both of those to improper fractions. Okay, so you try to work this out. I'll work it out as well. But I'm just going to work it out. I'm not going to talk. Just try to follow along. Try to do it on your own. Okay. So I'll walk you through the steps. So the first thing that we did was we took our mixed numbers here and we turned them into improper fractions. So 7 times 2 is 14. 14 plus 5 is 19. So that's where I got this 19 right here over 7. Here is 3 times 1 is 3 plus 2 is 5. That's where I got 5 over 3. Then I multiplied everything by 21 because my least common factor between 7 and 3 is 21. It gave me 28x minus 57 equals 35. You can do that on the calculator, or you can do it in your head like I did. You can write it down like I did. So then I added 57 to both sides. It gave me 28x equals 92. I divided both sides by 28. When I did that, I got 3 and 8 over 28, as you can see here. But that 8 over 28 has a number in common, which is 4. So 4 goes into 8 2 times, and 4 goes into 28 7 times. So my final answer is 3 and 2 over 7.